Okay, so I'm going to quickly talk about the components of xylem and phloem, and then hopefully just do a quick diagram making sure that you can identify xylem and phloem in three main parts: the roots, the stems, and the leaves. Okay, so essentially we know that the xylem, it transports water and dissolved minerals, and it only moves in one direction, so it's upwards. Okay, so the xylem tissue is made up of three components. The first is xylem vessels. The second is made of fibers which give it support so it doesn't collapse. And the third is parenchyma cells which are alive. Now, when we're talking about lignin, which everyone should know about and you should have seen at GCSE, your xylem vessels are the ones that contain the lignin. Lignin is what makes the xylem waterproof, and it also is what kills the cells. So when you look at lignin can come in different shapes, so they can be like circular, spiral. If you take a look in your textbook, it shows you the different shapes that it has there. So that is the xylem essentially. Xylem tissue made up of three parts, and the main one that we always focus on is the xylem vessels, which contain the lignin. Second is the phloem. We know that the phloem is responsible for transporting sucrose. Okay, remember, not glucose, but sucrose. Okay, and it's going in both directions, so it's upwards and downwards. Two key components here are your sieve tube cells and your companion cells, which go along with it. Your sieve tube cells, two main things about it: no nucleus, very little cytoplasm. And as well, here you've seen that I've drawn and circled in black. There's lots of pores, and the pores are there alongside, pretty much at the border between the sieve tube and the companion cells. It allows for easy movement of the sucrose between the sieve tubes and the companion cells. Companion cells, three main points: large nucleus, a lot of mitochondria, okay, because it requires energy, so ATP, active transport. If you haven't already looked up translocation, you should probably take a look at that, or if not, tweet, and so that way I can do another video on it. And it has a really dense cytoplasm. So essentially the sieve tubes and the companion cells are pretty much opposite of each other, okay? So that's the xylem and phloem components.